Mayoral candidate Viv Beck says Auckland has reached a tipping point on crime and public safety, and she joins me now in the studio. Viv, thanks for joining us. How would you describe the state of our city right now?
Well, I think this is unacceptable. It's absolutely shocking to see brazen attacks on businesses in broad daylight now, and I know it's having a terrible effect on people. Businesses and others have been through a lot in the last 2.5 years, and to see this happening is just really extraordinary.
Yeah, we haven't got used to it, have we? But there's a trickle has become a flood, and we're just seeing more and more of these sorts of incidences. What have you been seeing downtown? You were formerly heart of the city CEO. What are you seeing there?
Well, it's similar to other areas. We're seeing crime that we haven't seen before, like the incident over the weekend, which is, it has been difficult through COVID, and there has been a lot of work done to try and bring it under control, but this is sort of the type of crime now does need extraordinary action, I think.
And what would you like to see happen? How would you attack that?
Well, the first thing I would have done is actually bring the leaders together. I think, you know, there is a risk of something being a talk fest, but I think this actually does need really concerted effort. It does need central and local government action. The public need to know that this is being taken really seriously, and not just by police. This is multi-agencies, because we're dealing with crime, but we're also dealing with significant social issues. And I think people need to understand that this is going to be a concerted effort to deal with this.
So I suppose you're trying to deal with the drivers there as well. You said in your plan that you wanted to use new technology measures. What does that mean?
Well, I think it's just recognising that there are opportunities now to track crime. I mean, I'm not suggesting I'm the expert here, but I do know that there's sensor technology, for example, when people are gathering, and the police do have, I mean, in the central city, for example, we have great coverage of CCTV, which is important, but there are extensions to that we need to make sure that across the city we have the best possible resources to be able to help mitigate, prevent crime, but also deal with it once it's happened.
And you would like to get a sort of task force going on this and increase police in the area as well?
Yes, I mean, this has been something we've been calling for with other business associations through COVID. We believed for our population we were under-resourced. The government recently announced that they would increase the police levels at 1 to 480 people from memory. That's still below Australia, and I think it's really important that we track our resources in Auckland, and we have our fair share. And that's not only police, it's also mental health, addiction, and that we have better management of things like emergency housing.
Yeah, it's a really important problem that we all have to solve, isn't it? Thank you so much for joining us, Viv Beck.
Thank you.